Hello and welcome. Today, we're jumping right into some really timeless wisdom. We're going to look at how these ancient insights can actually give us a practical guide for a more meaningful life, right here, right now. It's a question I think a lot of us are asking. The world can feel so chaotic, so overwhelming sometimes. So, where do we even begin to look for a little bit of direction, a little bit of calm? Well, today, we're diving into one very powerful source for that. And that's really the heart of what we're talking about today. The idea here is that this wisdom isn't some dusty old rulebook. It's alive, it's accessible, and it's inviting us to grow and find some inner peace, especially when life gets messy. All right, so let's get practical. How does any of this actually translate into our modern everyday lives? Honestly, it's a lot more straightforward than you might think. See, the real key here is that it's all about the small stuff. This isn't about making some grand, life-changing gesture overnight. Nope. It's about those tiny, intentional choices we make every single day. Like just pausing for a second before reacting in frustration, or choosing patience when you really feel like getting angry. Those little actions, that's what creates this incredible ripple effect of peace. And this verse, it's really the bedrock of this whole idea. It's an invitation, really, to let go of our own worries and to look for direction that's bigger than our immediate feelings. It's about trusting a process, trusting something greater than ourselves. And that can be such a powerful way to find clarity. Okay, so let's go a layer deeper, right? What does it actually mean to be wise from this perspective? Because it has a lot less to do with what you know and way more to do with the kind of heart you're trying to build. This is such a critical distinction. We're not talking about being the smartest person in the room or winning every debate. It's about cultivating a heart that's pointed toward truth and kindness. Think about it. It's the difference between arguing just to be right and actually trying to find a solution that helps everyone. That's living wisely. And this just perfectly captures the mindset we're talking about. Wisdom isn't something you can just muscle through and achieve on your own. According to this, it's a gift, one that's given generously to anyone who asks for it with a truly open and humble heart. So these aren't meant to be strict rules, but think of them as these grounding, practical habits. I mean, just consider them for a second. Listening more than we speak. How often do we really do that? Or reflecting before making a big decision instead of just reacting on impulse. Seeking advice from people we trust. And practicing gratitude every single day. Each one of these is a small action that helps align our choices with those deeper truths. Now, if wisdom is this way of life, what's it built on? Well, the book of Proverbs gives us this amazing metaphor for it. It's like a strong, sturdy house, something built on a really solid foundation. And that house, it's built on 7 pillars. That number, 7, it's all about completeness and stability. It gives you this image of a structure that can truly stand up to whatever storms life throws at it. So here they are, the 7 pillars. It's so interesting how the structure is bookended by the fear of the Lord, which really means a deep reverence and respect. It's both the starting point and the foundation. Then in between, you've got knowledge, gaining insight, then understanding, which is being able to figure out what that knowledge actually means. Counsel is about seeking and valuing advice. Might is that inner strength to do what's right. And finally, wisdom itself, which is just putting it all into practice. You can see how, together, they build a really resilient character. And here's the thing you absolutely have to remember. These pillars, they don't stand alone. As the source material points out, just having knowledge on its own can puff you up and lead to arrogance. But when you combine it with understanding, that ability to discern and interpret, that's when you get humility and real clarity. They have to work together. So this brings us to the most important question, right? Where the rubber meets the road. How do we actually put this into practice? How do we start building these pillars in our own lives? Well, there's a simple daily framework for that. And this simple 5-step practice makes it all feel so much more achievable. You just start with a few verses, you take a quiet moment to reflect on them. Then, and this is the big one, you actually apply what you're learning to your real-life decisions and relationships. And finally, you get involved with a community and you serve other people. Because wisdom, it seems, grows best when it's shared and given away. And really, that's the bottom line, isn't it? It's not about reaching some finish line where you can say, okay, I'm wise now. It's a continuous journey of learning, of growing, and, let's be honest, of course correcting along the way. Every single step, no matter how small, is part of that journey. So, I'll leave you with this one final thought to take with you. Forget about tomorrow or next week. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is one small, wise, intentional choice you can make right now, today?